Hey family, thank you for coming and returning on the Magic Raven Tarot channel. I am very grateful that you really enjoy my channel and everything that I post on. So I want to thank you very much for that. And in today's reading, we gonna find out what you really need to know right now. So there will be intuitively messages channeled and as well from the spirit guides. So we will just draw 3 oracle cards. So let's ask the spirit gently what you need to know right now. So we have 1. Oh, nice. 2. And I feel 3. So we do have 3 piles today. We have with the Jade green with the red Jasper, and we also have Lapis Lazuli. So you are free to choose the pile that you resonate the most with it. If you feel drawn by more piles than one, you are free to listen to the other piles as well. And hope you will get all the messages that really needs to arrive at you right now. So see you at the shuffling part. So we are at the shuffling part, and we're gonna shuffle for pile number 1, who choose this beautiful crystal, the green Jade. So we're gonna put it here, and pile 1 has the lady, and I will just pick up 1 oracle card from each oracle deck. Thank you. Let's see. We ask gently the spirit what pile number 1 needs to know right now. So we will take this. And then we're gonna take the tarot cards, and we will just choose 2 from each tarot deck. We have 1 and 2. For pile number 1, what do they need to know right now? 1 and 2. All right. We have 1 and 2. So we do have the cards for pile number 1, and we will just put them here together with the lady oracle card. Come on. Yes. So pile 1. For pile 2, who choose this red Jasper, beautiful crystal, it looks like this. We do have the letter. So we ask the spirit gently to tell us what pile number 2 needs to know right now. We have 1. Important information. We have 2. And now the tarot cards. Oh, thank you. We already have them. I will take the first 2, always. And let's see. For pile number 2, oh, great. We have 1 and the second card. What pile number 2 needs to know right now? I always enjoy the shuffling process because it helps me to connect with your energy as well. So now we have the cards for pile number 2 also, with the red Jasper. And for pile number 3, those who choose this beautiful Lapis Lazuli, it looks like this crystal. We do have the oracle card, the cross. Interesting. So for pile number 3, what do they need to know? Thank you. I will take this one. And then this oracle deck, which is Vintage Wisdom. What pile number 3 needs to know? All right. So we finished with the oracle decks. Now we'll just take this, sorry for that, we will take the tarot cards. We have 1 and 2. What pile number 3 needs to know? Oh, I love it when they come up like this. 1 and 2. Thank you, Spirit. One and the second one. All right. So now that we have the cards for pile number 3 also, with the Lapis Lazuli in the cross oracle card, we arrange them like this, and we will just go to the reading part. I'm curious. Hey pile 1, so those of you who choose this green Jade, let's see the cards and let's find out what you need to know right now. We have the Lady as the main oracle card. Amara de Menehune. We have Gratitude. The Magician energy. The Knight of Swords. The King of Pentacles. The Death card. Let's put them a little bit more up so you guys can see clearly. right? Like this. Then we have the Page of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. Alright, so pile number 1. What you need to know right now. This lady might represent you, or the female subject of your reading, or a female partner that you are dealing with. It could represent a mother figure as well. But it's your energy, so let's see what is happening. And we see here right now that this woman is waiting for something. It's waiting for someone. She's so elegant and powerful, and she's looking out of a window to the right of the card, and she has a draped red robe, and between her breasts she clutches the feminine symbol of Venus, and the light really shines in through the window, emphasizing her strong feature. So she's embodiment of the feminine power, waiting for something to happen, waiting for someone to arrive at her. She's really, her face and her body is surrounded by this beautiful light. So she's waiting for an answer or someone to come in their life. And with the light here, when I connect with the other oracle readings, it might be that this woman is going, this feminine energy that surrounds you is going, it's waiting for the light to shine upon the unhealed parts that has to do with the heart chakra, because I see here that she is holding her hand over the heart chakra, and you are going through a healing period right now with a Amara de Menehune, which the message of this card is aloha, healing. And I see here that maybe for you right now, what you need to know is that maybe you need to begin to eat more fresh fruits, drink healthful juices and smoothies, maybe take some dance lessons and have a tropical bath with flower petals, but really bring this energy of a waterfall into your life, because the kahuna message and body work, it's wonderful for you when Amara makes her gentle, powerful presence felt. So she's also respond well to dancing, joyful exercises, maybe you are singing or play some music, but bring these fresh foods, fruits and more raw food into your life, and you will definitely benefit from more sunshine and outdoor time as well, because that will help you to heal the parts that needs to be healed. And there is an invitation to relax and to use all the healing traditions within your ancestry to investigate as well, and even take a vacation and journey to a soulful place. Holistic treatments will have appeal as well, as will natural alternatives. But take this approach and devote yourself to it. You can expect renewed health into your life and a positive new attitude too. And above all, it is time to connect to the power of sunshine in gentle, soulful ways. So surfing and ocean swims will be most beneficial at this time for you. And feel, with the oracle card here, gratitude. We see here a winged deva poised behind a pink rose, and a golden crown hovers over her head. And in the language of flowers, pink roses are symbolic of joy and gratitude, a virtue that belongs in the realm of sacred emotion and sovereign status. So it has been clinically proven that a thankful life is generally a happier life, and it's easy to forget we often receive a great deal more than we give. So the gratitude card invites you to unearth the bounty of your daily life by remembering the many reasons to be grateful. And for some of you, it may be a favorable time to express thanks to a deserving soul who has helped you in some way, or simply as a signal to count your blessings. So the continued practice of this alchemical virtue can animate forgiveness with the healing process that you are going in, heal the past and bring about a daily sense of wonderment and peace. And from a cosmic perspective, to become unconditionally grateful for the adventure of life, with all its ups and downs, and regardless of the outcomes, to merge with the kingdom of God and the universe. So that's very beautiful, the message that you are receiving, and this is what you need to know right now. And I see here with the energy of the magician and the Knight of Swords that you are dealing with creative powers, talent and potent energy. If we look at this card, we see a hand holding a magic hat, which is the home of the magician. And with her intention and multifaceted skills, the magician was able to create her own mystical surroundings, an abode full of plants and animals as well. And her skills are manifested through the 4 elements, which are represented by the magic wand that she holds in the hand, which is fire, the swan, which is water element, the plants, the earth element, and the butterfly as well from here, which is the air element. So she taps into these elements, channel the creative energy, and produce magical results. So there it will happen into your life right now. There will be a lot of manifestation, a lot of channeled power, and inspired creativity, and quite you gonna feel very confident in the way how you manifest everything that you work into it and you put your desire. And we also see here the female. She's flying on this beautiful feather, and even if the sky is really stormy, I see here with the clouds that depicts the aura of energy surrounding her, and the feather symbolizes the knight's ability to think fast on her feet. So the news excerpts on her dress related to women's equal rights. This is a cause she's battling for, and the knight is fighting with her words, and she wants to win with her intellect. So you hold your weapon, a pen maybe. Here we see it, how she holds this pen high in the sky and cuts clouds of opposition into pieces. So nothing can stop your ambitious dedication to the cause that you militate for right now. So there is this unwavering devotion to a cause, this ambition, energy, very opinionated, even influential, and self-assurance as well. And the King of Pentacles, it's a father figure or a male figure that it's present into your life, but that tells me that you're gonna be successful. Some of you might be dealing with a wealthy businessman, but you are going through a process where you better yourself, you don't take risks, you work for your own empire and thriving. There is also this energy that surrounds you with stability and security, very good provider, this male figure, very cautious, careful, and in the same time loyal and faithful. It gives you a lot of support right now and encourage you to reach your goals, and your hard work will be paid off because you can see, this person can see the things through to the end. And I see here that you are trying to better oneself. You are trying to better. You will reach the goals as well. And a lot of generosity. And even thought you might be going through a process of transformation with the death energy here, where something ended and something else started, a new beginning, where you had to transform all the ways how you viewed the world, or some patterns that they are no longer serving you. You will be going through some sort of spiritual transformation now, where you have to let go something that happened, and you're gonna have a new beginning, a chance to do this change and to go through this transition. And it could be also a sudden or an unexpected upheaval as well. I see also here, that's interesting because you want so much to manifest using your intellect as well, and you see so clearly with the Knight of Swords. And I feel here that you are very fast thinking, and you're gonna go through a lot of actions. Some of you might be traveling right now, and you have this vibe of where you defend your beliefs. Everything happens with so much speed, with so much ambition, and very focused. Quite a little bit impatient, but very focused on your goal here. I also see with the Page of Wands that you are an active person. Probably you started a new project or you study something at this point, and you kind of feel free on this road. You also have some friends that accompany you as well, and you explore so much. You feel very excited because you come along with all those fresh ideas under the Knight of Swords energy I see here. You come with so many fresh ideas, and you are fearless. You might go through some sort of adventure, but very energetic and very extrovert here. You went through this change where you had to heal something, and with the Seven of Pentacles, I already see here that this energy that surrounds you right now, you really worked hard. Probably you have been patient until now, and you waited. Probably your success was delayed, but you were into this vibe of perseverance, and now you're gonna reap the rewards and the results and harvest everything that you worked for, and you're gonna grow. There is a progress here with the Seven of Pentacles. You planned so patiently this, and now you're gonna reap the efforts and the fruits, the labor of everything that you put your energy into it. So this is what you need to know, pile number 1, for this moment. I hope this information was useful for you, and if you didn't resonate with this pile, you are free to choose another pile, and if you like, leave a comment in the comment section, and see you at the next reading. Hey, pile number 2. So for those who choose this red Jasper, we're gonna see the cards, and let's see what you need to know right now. So we do have the Letter. Interesting. The Death and the Maiden. Kindred Spirits. The King of Swords. The Nine of Wands. We have the Page of Cups. The Page of Swords. The Seven of Wands energy. And the Knight of Pentacles. All right. So I see for pile number 2 here a letter, and the letter represents a document or a message or an information or a package that will arrive at you. And sometimes it can be an invoice or a certificate or a test result, and you could find this in your email or a newsletter or even an award for some of you. So you just look around and find out more of what messages or information it will arrive at you quite fast. And I see here that you will be probably astonished and delighted with the messages that you will receive, because there is the connection between the letter. I see here that there is some sort of intimate communication, a familiarity that you are dealing with. But there is a way of communication that you are dealing with right now with other people. And I see here a feather. And this feather, it signifies the truth and the communication. So it's like writing straight the truth and communicate very clearly. I also see here the death and the maiden, which is invasion, boundaries violated, and dominance. So it might be that for some of you might be dealing with an out of balance relationship between you and another person, and the skeleton here signifies the truth. So you're gonna find out a truth about something that was out of the balance in your past, and this person will confess or will say something to you that will help you see the truth. And probably you have dealt with people who to whom you couldn't defend, and maybe there was also a conflict between other two people that were against one and the other and drained you from energy, and maybe they were claiming something from you, saying that they love you and they didn't, but you probably may have been drawn into the drama, and there were many ups and downs in this connection, possible also passionate, but it was making you very tired, very draining, and probably it was a lack of respect as well. So it is time to see the truth now and assess this relationship and take steps to be safer as well, and pay attention to the red flags where your boundaries are really invaded, and because maybe you need to do some you need to learn how to put boundaries with the other people. And maybe you are scared to do that right now, but it's quite, the spirit advise you to really do that right now, because it's in the game your freedom. And with the kindred spirit energy here, I see that there are two geishas here together, and they feel so warm together, and they link their arms and they find shelter beneath this protective shade. So in Buddhist culture, the parasol is thought to be a metaphor for protection from the painful heat of human suffering. And the scene is preserved in a bell jar, if we look at the picture. That's quite beautiful. It's like this bell jar here. It's like a treasured memory. And in the background we have this pink blossom that symbolizes happiness and love and warmth. And behind those girls there is a letter written, you see? So now I also noticed that there are two letters here. There is a letter in this card as well here. And this letter represents communication and reciprocation. So the butterfly in the foreground, it's a reminder of the continuing cycle of change, which present in all human relationships. So although we are all kindred spirits in terms of our humanity, this card specifically refers to the spiritual recognition between souls, either personally and or collectively, because those unexplainable familiar feelings are often the hallmarks of a kindred spirit connection between seeming strangers. Many believe that soul recognition is forged over lifetimes, and we reunite through the law of karma for the purpose of spiritual evolution and alignment. So whatever your beliefs are, this mysterious resonance between kindred spirits, it's something we cannot ignore. So keep in mind right now that fate can sometimes conspire to bring people or groups together, and really gradually unearth a kindred spirit connection over time. So you are reminded right now of this gift of kindred spirits. It might be also affirming an existent relationship, and it's calling you to really look differently at an ongoing one, or it could be the universe preparing you to expand your horizons in readiness for a new meeting. So be aware of this energy at work and contemplate its relevance to your present situation. I also see here the King of Swords energy, and we see here the female archetype of the King of Swords, because in this deck we have for the king and the queens two archetypes, the female archetype and the masculine archetype. So here we have the feminine archetype, and we see that she's sewing something. So she sees very clearly here, and very powerful leader, very strategic. You might have to use your head over the heart, where you will see again the truth. It symbolizes the truth, so some sort of truth will come at surface, and very disciplined, very serious, and with integrity. And it's so beautiful because you see clearly through those wounds that you deal with. The Nine of Wands represents this beautiful woman who is really pushing with one hand the soil, and with the other hand she's pushing this rose with the thorns that really hurted her, and she's quite finding her balance within. And there is this light in the background that really helps her to balance everything that she is dealing with. She's really, you are fighting right now to find your way through the thicket of the thorns of the rose, and it left her 9 cuts here on her body. And even though she is wounded and weary, you, this woman that might represent you, you do not really give up on your plan to break free. So on one hand is pushing down the plant to break through, the other hand is holding the rose, and the rose here symbolizes commitment and determination. So you are going through a period where you are really, you persevere very much and endure it so much, very determined and committed as well to your cause. You do not surrender, that's for sure. Pile number 2, a very strong persona. And I see here a child. It could be your inner child, but someone very sensitive, like a dreamy person. It could be even your inner voice, or a psychic, for those of you who have psychic abilities. But he brings a message, and I see here with the letter and the kindred spirits that some messages will arrive at you. Could be happy news, maybe an admirer who is in the path of becoming emotionally mature. It could be also a romantic proposal or engagement or pregnancies for some of you. I kind of see here that there is this romance, artistic romance, with a lot of kindness that it's offered to you, where everyone is loyal, and a lot of beauty and fashion around you. So you might be surrounded by this energy right now, where you will receive some sort of offers and messages when it comes about a relationship as well. And you can see the truth and very, very clearly here. I also see here the Page of Swords, which tells me that you are going through a period where you feel very inspired, and it might seem that some news were delayed until now with the Page of Swords, and you might have been guarded. You think a lot before you speak, and you didn't really get drawn into arguments because you have this mental agility with the King of Swords energy, and the Page of Swords is this mental agility where you use your head. You are curious as well. It could mean stalking also for some of you who are dealing with a situation where they are stalked by somebody else. But very chatty, very communicative, very truthful and direct. And you speak out. You fight injustice and you speak out the truth. And you educate yourself in that manner also. And you might be dealing with people around you who to whom you are connected, who carry this energy, because the energy, it's fluid. It belongs to you, and it's happening around you as well with the other people. And I also see here for pile number 2, with the 7 of Wands, that you are really fighting injustice here, and you defend yourself so strongly. We see this beautiful woman with this red robe and all those wands pointed towards her, and she is alone. Of course, she has this friend here, and you are like, come on, show me what you got. And this type of energy, I see it here in this picture. And just because you feel like everyone is out to get you, doesn't mean they are. Of course, it doesn't mean they aren't either. We see here this beautiful witch. She looks ready for anything. Like, she has this faithful companion, and she's really prepared to defend herself to the very end, no matter what comes at them. So you can almost see her beckoning with one finger, saying, bring it on, let's see what you got. And she may be wary and on guard, but she's not afraid. So you carry this energy within yourself. And the question is that if there is anything left to guard against. Because sometimes when you've been fighting for a long time, the hardest part is knowing when it's finally okay to put down your wand and relax. So I suggest here that if you've probably been fighting a thought battle or 3, or maybe you're just prepared to fight because you're sure that someone is out to do you harm, you need to ask yourself if there is really a reason to be constantly on your guard, or you are wasting precious time, energy and resources trying to be prepared for bad things to happen at any time, when in fact everything could be fine. So you just ask yourself, who am I defending against? Are they really out to get me, or am I just afraid they might be? Being on high alert all the time, it's exhausting. So make sure you're only doing if it's really necessary. If it's not, maybe now will be a good time to turn some of that energy into something more productive for you. But you know exactly how tired you might feel from battling and being on guard all the time, and maybe you can channel that energy towards another direction, because I see you here living with the Knight of Pentacles, and I see here a very strong preoccupation with your physical health, the connection with the nature, and as well the material realm. But I see you here offering as well, because you are under the Page of Cups. So there is an offer probably to go somewhere, to take care of your health, to travel, to visit something. And this young Knight of Pentacles, he's like slow and steady wins the race. This is the vibe behind. And you have all the tools you need for a prosperous and successful future. So it's like you are going on an adventure here. And if you see, he's not really in a hurry, because he packed all his tools, so he's prepared for whatever lies ahead. And the knight, like all the knights in the tarot decks, they are prepared for whatever lies ahead. And it's about forward movement of some kind. And unlike the others, the Knight of Pentacles never rush in. So he plans out his goals and his approach. He does his research to be sure of his path before he takes even one step. And that doesn't make you really less powerful, just slower and more methodical. So that's a good thing, especially if you have a tendency to get carried away. The Knight energy is strong and sure, and no less an instrument for change than the other Knights, just more planning ahead and less charging ahead, no matter what the obstacles you are dealing with. So maybe a suggestion for this moment is that when there is time to make changes and move forward in your life, you need to pay attention to this. And the second thing that you need to pay attention is you need to do so cautiously and methodically, checking into all your options before making a final decision on which direction to take, because it's important to not rush into something too fast. And that's a reminder to really take a breath and slow down and not moving at all, maybe. So there is a lot of events that are happening for pile number 2 right now, and this is what you need to know. I see as well here that you are stepping into this kindred spirit with the chats and with the communication, and really step, and you have to be careful with the boundaries that are violated here. And I see as well a proposal, an offer where you might have to leave. Just think very straight, very clearly. I see you with the King of Swords here, really seeing very clear, a very complex thinking, and see right through it, so you can gather the truth and continue on your journey. So that was my reading for pile number 2. This is what you need to know right now in this moment. I hope you enjoy it, and see you at the next reading. Hey, pile number 3. So for those of you who choose this Lapis Lazuli beautiful stone, it looks like this. It's quite beautiful. Let's see the cards and see what you need to know right now. We have the cross, the sea storm, healing, the 10 of Wands, energy, the sun, the King of Wands, the 4 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups, and the Tower. So I already see for pile number 3 that you are going through a spiritual awakening right now, where you are healing yourself. Wow, very strong energy for pile number 3. I see here as a primer oracle card the cross. And the cross brings grief, sadness, burdens, and ordeals. Many of you, or some of you, might be going through some sort of pain or suffering and guilt. If it doesn't resonate with you, you are free to choose another pile that you feel drawn to. But I get the sense that pile number 3 are dealing with this at this moment. And with the Lapis Lazuli, I see here a lot of protection from the spiritual world and guidance. So even if some of you are going through pain or suffering, and maybe that this moment's claimed weeping and tears and lamentation, and you might be in an energy where you ask for prayers and supplications. It depends very much on the other cards, because it doesn't have to be so much frightful for you. But the cross in the Lenormand oracle card, it's a symbol of the state of suffering, and universal and unavoidable. And is this state of carrying the burden of others who are not accountable for their actions, the cross we have to bear. And this card is the calling card of taking responsibility despite the cost. So on a positive note, with this, redemption may come. So it depends on the others. And as I see here that you are going through a spiritual awakening with the Tower card here, and that will make you re-question all your beliefs and your faith, the hopes that you are having. But there is this energy where you have suffered so much, and you, with the sea storm here, you find your calm amid the chaos. I see here in this beautiful picture, let me show it to you. We have this beautiful girl with white skin and black hair and very lighted eye color, and she's like looking towards you, where bringing you this message. Pile number 3, find the calm amid chaos. Find it, and then you can have all the gifts that this fairy bring it to you. So whatever represents this woman to you, find the calm amid chaos, and she's like calling you to, or he is calling you, depends on the person that carries this divine energy, into healing, that have faith and hope to go through this healing process, even if it's creating chaos within yourself and disruptive moments. So this is a time of upheaval and great change, but if you tune into that deep inner voice and you follow the radar you have built into your very cells, you will find the way home through all of this chaos and wreckage. So the old world with the tower energy here, I feel like the old world, it's gone. The new world, it's yet to be found. So the journey will continue for some time, but trust. Trust, trust, trust. Trust and follow the compass of your inner guidance. And listen and check in with your wisdom, and then go in that direction. You are more adaptable, more flexible, more able to survive than you know. It could be for some of you that you might be interested so much in the lands of Lemuria and Atlantis, for some of you, or memories of this lands that may be resurfacing as well, and you need to heal that. But with the healing card here, we see this vintage medicine woman, and she's like a conduit for all spiritual healing. She wears this link of pearls, and it's a symbol of transformation, purity, and humility. And she has 2 apothecary bottles in the background here, on her right and on her left, and they are labeled with let me see, it's like an egg here, I see, and here I see a daffodil. And the egg and the daffodil represents the awakening of a new life, renewed hope for the future. And I see here on the back of this woman, on the window, the lights really pours here, and it brings this color spectrum on her, which means balance. And many of you will start to really nurse yourself or nursing others, and find this balance in the colors and rejuvenate yourself, and it's filled with so much compassion that comes towards you. And right now in this moment you need to take time and reflect on the energy of healing, and allow this light to shine on any areas in need of your life, and attune into this rhythm of your own cycles. You can look at the signs, you can observe the influences or habits in need of reevaluation, and there are really many ways in which you can be proactive about the quality of your life in the choices that you make. You can really prevent some measure that you can take them now, even if they are physical, emotional, or mental, and that can prevent more challenging problems in the future. So for those who feel without hope, many lives have been healed through the prayer and meditation. So as those images suggest to me, you guys need that right now, and that will renew the influence of nature, which could really reactivate your innate healing mechanism and lead you back to a wholesome connection to the Mother Earth. So any time spent deepening your relationship with the many facets of nature, it will calm your aura and it will really be well invested. Heaven helps those who help themselves as well. So you need to do some work here also. I see here the Ten of Wands and the Sun, which tells me that you might carry this cross over your shoulders and feel really overwhelmed by it. But that's interesting here because she's carrying this mountain of flowers on her back. She's really bent over under the heavy load that she needs to carry. And it's like there are more 10 flowers that she needs to pick, which will add to the overwhelming feeling. So I see here for you that you have taken on too much responsibility, a lot of burdens. So I think it's time for you to heal that. And of course we have the Sun energy here, which tells me that you're gonna make it. And that's a very beautiful representation of the Sun card, because this woman from here, let's see closer. There are rays of sunlight and those flower petals and birds. And she's like filled with complete happiness, and she's spreading her warmth to other people's lives. And this dark bird, it's covering her eye and blocks the warmth of the sun. So it's preventing the sunshine from reaching every corner. But even with the sunshine, you can sometimes feel sad or depressed. So soon as the bird will fly away, the negative mood will pass and the sun will shine on you once again. So that tells me that you're gonna break through radiance of this light, and you're gonna feel happy, and you're gonna have those insights where you will have the energy that you needed, and you will be very generous with you, and the others will be with you as well. And you will step into your own power. I see here the Four of Pentacles and the King of Wands, and you will gain. And both of the cards tells me that you will gain energy and experience from this journey that you are on, and you're gonna be more optimistic, more confident, more strong, funny and friendly. Especially when it comes about the way how you communicate with the other, but more motivation and passionate as well. You are a natural born leader and very self-centered, and maybe you are dealing with a person who influences you in that way, but is this energy of taking control and daring to be different than the others. And this energy that comes in your life, it's very good, because it can help you so much to really heal. And even if you hold on possessions with the Four of Pentacles here, because there might be some issues on people and possessions with the Four of Pentacles here, past issues anyway, where there was this control and possessivity, you're gonna arrive to be financially stable. You will have that security, and right now you probably focused very much on the materialistic world, where you isolated yourself a little bit and put boundaries, but you keep up with yourself. And I see you here right now. You will gather a lot with friends and family. The Ten of Cups, it's such a positive card for pile number 3. It's like the end of the rainbow, it's right here. And the joy is found not in the things, but in people. in the people. And life overflows with prosperity of the heart. So this may be the most joyful card that I saw it until now. Of course, beside the healing process that I personally like it very much, because everyone deserves healing. And I see here that there is a shared bliss with the others. And it doesn't really happen by accident. The king and the queen worked hard over many years to create this perfect day, in this perfect life here that we see in this picture. And their happiness comes not from money or success, but from having people to share their joy around. We see here also this girl, very interesting, and a cat, and those 10 cups here. Beautiful picture. I see here emotional satisfaction that comes all along, and fill it with optimist. You will get, it's under the sun card, so you will get a lot of optimism. You will get out of this situation. And you won't take anything for granted, and the people that you are involving with won't take anything for granted. So that's a good thing. You will receive some gifts as well. And you are having true friends around you and people who love you. And maybe you have to ask yourself if you are putting enough effort into your relationship with others, or appreciating them for the joy they bring to your life, because your efforts to connect with the others will certainly lead to some form of happily ever after. And remember that even bliss take work to maintain. And no life, no matter how wonderful, it's without its thought moments. So you just won't have to go through them alone. Just go with the others together. Because when you are united, the things are much more easier. Isolation doesn't do you good, with the Four of Pentacles here. So we see also the Tower card with the spiritual awakening, and for me, the Tower card is one of the most hardest cards in the whole deck. Not the Death, not the Devil, the Tower card, because that means chaos and destruction and things go boom. But it's like sometimes things have to crash and burn to make room for something new and better. And we see here in this picture a fairy tale towers, which lies in smoking ruins, and to one side is this witch with a mischievous look on her face and a wand behind her back with tiny sparks shooting out of it. And we have also here I can see this black cat here hiding. Don't know if you guys see it. This cat, she really peers cautiously underneath the bushes, and this witch is wearing this black pointed hat and a black cape, and both the cape and her long dark hair are blowing in the wind created by the explosion. So the feeling of the card, it's wild and chaotic, but not depressing. In fact, you suspect that perhaps this witch has purposely blown things up. You just can't for the life of you figure out why. And life rarely runs smoothly, but there are times when it seems as thought our entire existence is crashing down around our ears. Jobs are lost, relationships implode, we lose friendship that we treasured, and some of this is just life. After all, as everyone knows, stuff happens. And much of the time, that chaos and destruction has to occur to make room for something new and better. So take heart. Try to see the positive in even the worst situation. You can survive the blast. And because I saw it here that it's at the end of the reading, I feel like the explosion may have already happened, or it didn't happen yet. I don't enter in details, but I see that this will really help you to rebuild and to erase everything that you learned until now, your ways of thinking, maybe rebuild and reconstruct your ways of behavior, the patterns, the toxic patterns that you might have been carrying within yourself, and you are going through this healing period where you will choose a direction where you will lift that burden away from you, and with faith and hope you will find that calm which will lead you to this joyful with people who really, really loves you and care for you. So that was for pile number 3. I hope you enjoy it, and if you like it, you can press like and subscribe and leave a comment in the comment section, because I'm really curious about my followers, what they are going through, and I love to read the comment section very much. So we're gonna see you at the next reading.